Hi everybody, welcome to ForeverWell Combo. My name is Maureen. ForeverWell Combo is a combination of cardio and strength, and I have a few pieces of equipment. What I got going on today, of course, always water and a chair. If you don't have a stable chair, you can use, for the standing work, you can use a counter, you can use a wall, you can use a closed door. I also have a set of optional hand weights and a band. And if you do not have either a band or hand weights, not a problem. You can still go through the exercises, focusing on contraction and execution of the exercises versus adding extra resistance. If you don't have a band, but you still want to have a little bit of tension, you can do something like grab a, not like a hand towel, so not a full bath towel, but more of a smaller towel, and use that to get a little bit of tension. And the chair, we will do some seated core work today at the end. So if you don't have a stable chair to hold on to, but you want to hold on for some of the standing work, you can go ahead and use that counter and then grab a chair for the seated work. All right, I am going to start the music and we are going to get going. We've got a little bit of a warm-up to do. Let's just start marching today on the left foot, just to mix things up a little bit. All right, the warm-up time is a time for you to check in with your body. What is it asking of you today? What do you have access to today? Also, pay attention to your space. Make sure that you are in a safe position so that as we are taking up space, you're not crashing into anything. Let's bring it out wider. Take a big breath in through the nose and release. Let's do that again. Big breath in through the nose and release. Let's reset the shoulders, bring them up, back, and down. We're going to step side to side. So lateral moves, starting out slow, using this time to check in with your body. How does it feel today? Adding a little bit of movement through the arms, then add a little rotation through the waist. All right, bring it back to the march right here. Bigger arms, bigger legs. Breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Heel dig in front, left lead, right here. Add those marching arms. Change those arms to single arms or bilateral arms, bicep curl. All right. We got a little tongue-tied right there. We got 4, 3, 2, then march it out, wide stance. Toes are forward. We're gonna come down and up. So right away, little micro squats to wake up the quads. Here's what I want you to think about. You are initiating the squat from the hips, your butt is going back, then the knees come along for the ride. All right, we're gonna add some arms right here. We're down, lift. We are working the outer deltoid right here at the side of the shoulder. Not working it really hard yet, just waking it up. A couple more here. Last one. Hold it up here, heel dig front. We switch legs on you. We're on that right side, cross, add crossing arms. And breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, we got 4, 3, 2, last one, march it out. We're back to this left lead. 4, 3, 2, toe tap behind, right there. So I'm at a little bit of a wider stance and lift the arms in front. Front shoulder raise. We got 4, 3, 2, hamstring curl. Open the chest. Kick your rear. So we're gonna start dialing the heart rate up. Getting that cardio in. All right, can you make it a little bit bigger? Now, right here, you can stay with your arms down, but if you want that heart rate to go up, bring your arms up overhead. Bringing the hands up over your head brings up your heart rate. A couple more here. Now march it out, right leg. Big breath in and release. Toe tap in front, right lead. So stretching out the fronts of the legs right here at the shin. All right, couple more. Now tap it out to the side. Add those arms. So big arms, big legs. Starting to ramp things up and getting that heart rate going. 4, 3, 2, tap behind it and reach in front. I have a little bit of a hinge, engaging the core. All right, to the side, go side, out, out. We got right, left, 4, 3, 2, reach and turn with a punch. So add that arm, you're rotating and tapping the toe. This is gonna definitely bring the heart rate up. All right, you got this. We're punching up overhead. Get that heart rate up a little higher. 4, 3, 2, back to that turn to the side. All right, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, reach up overhead. Remember, make this yours. It can be bigger than what I'm doing. It can be smaller. You got 4, 3, 2, turn it. 4, 3, 2, up and over. 4, 3, 2, tap behind and lift those shoulder raises right here. Did your heart rate go up? Hopefully. Let's stay here. 4 more. 3, 2, let's march it out. Wide stance. We're gonna do a little bit of agility. So stepping in and stepping out, leading on that right leg. In 4, 3, 2, let's go. In and out. All right, let's make that a little bit bigger. Shift your weight and reach your arm out, pulling in by using your obliques on the right side. Few more here. 2 more. Last one, then we're going out to the other side. Step out, out, bring it in, out, bring it in. Make it bigger. Take up space and shift your weight. Using your obliques to pull yourself in. Let's do a few more. 2 more. Last one, then march it out. Left lead. 4, 3, 2, V step on the left. Up, up, back, back. 4, 3, 2, switch legs. Other side, going forward and back. So we're just getting the feel of that V step, forward, back switch right there. 2 more. Last one, switch feet right here. We got 4, 3, 2, last one, then hamstring curl right here. Hamstring curl. All right, you want a little more? Make those arms bigger. You can make those legs bigger. Add a little bounce. That gets the heart rate up. Every little extra movement raises up that intensity, so you can dial things up or dial them back. We got 4, 3, 2, narrow march, right leg lead. Big breath in. Now watch me here. We're gonna go up, up, back, back. So it's kind of a V step, going forward, back, but adding a hamstring curl. So it's up, V, back, V, right here. Hamstring curl. So taking up space just adds a little bit of agility and coordination. Let's do a few more. Last set right here. Up, kick, back kick, then step it side to side. So catch your breath. Arms coming up and down. They can be front and to the center if you want. Make it whatever you need it to be. We got 4, 3, 2, and march it out. Left lead this time. V-step. We're up, up, back, back. Up, up, back, back. We got 3, 2. Last one. Switch sides. Right here. Now, if you're used to doing V-steps, you can add those arms. Switch sides here. We got 2 more sets. 1 more. Now switch sides. 3, 2. Last one. March it out. Remember that forward, back. We go up, up, back, back. Up, kick, up, kick. Not really a kick. It's a hamstring curl, but I guess kicking the rear. So bringing yourself forward and back. Adding that rotation in the center. And if you do not like that up and back, you can just stay at your hamstring curl. Let's do a couple more. Now bring it up and back 1 more. Last one here, step side to side, side to side. Arms up and pull. You got this. You're doing so good. Pretty soon we get a break, but the break is really going to be to do some strength work. We got this. Couple more. Last one. Now march it out. Get ready for that step with a hamstring left lead. Right here. It's up, hamstring, hamstring. Bring it back. Again. Up, hamstring. 2 more. Up, kick, back, kick. Again. Last one. Then step it side to side, side to side. Pull those arms in. 4, 3, 2, march it out. Right lead. We got to do the same thing on the other side. Get ready, bring it up. It's up, up, back, back, up, up. So you can be just going forward and back. You can take out this rotation. That just adds a little more challenge. Couple more sets. Last set right here. It's up, up, back, back, step it side to side. Big arms. We got 4, 3, 2, march it out. 4, 3, 2 steps to the right. 2, bring it back. Again. 1 more, heel dig in front and push the wall. 4 more, 4, 3, 2 steps to the right. 2, bring it back. Heel dig front. 4, 3, 2. Last one, and march it out. Take a big breath in and release. Grab some water. Keep the feet moving though. We're going to move on and do a little bit of strength work. Grab your weights. Shoulders are going to come up, back, and down. Step out. Toes are forward, hips are forward, knees are soft. Weights come forward and zip. Bring it down. So front row right there. Now check in with your knees. There should be a soft bend. Elbows out to the sides. Stay here. We have 4 more. 3, 2, last one right there. Walk your feet in. Tap it back. So tapping with your weights right at your sides. Bring the weights up to the hips. We go back, bring it in. Back, bring it in. So a little bit of triceps. Stay here. 4, 3, 2. Last set right there. Hold everything stable. Hinge forward, kick back, bring it in. Kick back and bring it in. Here's what I want you to watch. Pause right there. So making sure that you're not swinging, keeping the elbow in the same position. All right. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last set. Right here, bring it in. Bring the weights down, bring the shoulders up, back, and down. Bring the feet in just a little bit. They don't need to be touching. Right side down, let the weight come down, lift up through this side. Other side, down 2, up 2, down 2, up 2. Now check in with your knees. There should be a soft bend in the knee. We're going to do 2 more each side. So to the right, to the left, 1 more. Come back. And release. Step out a little wider. Knees are soft. Contract right here. We have our bicep curl. Now, if you don't have weights for any of this, what you are focusing on is the range of motion and the movement, execution, and every time I'm doing a crunch with the muscle at that contraction, you can contract even if you don't have weights. All right, let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, just 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, right here, bring it down, set the weights down, let's grab some water, and let's get into another round of cardio. All right, let's set it out, wide stance. Gonna do a little bit of punching. I love the punching. I did a ton of this work when I was pregnant and after having kids. It really bumps up your endurance, your cardio work, your strength, your core strength, and bring it down low. Arms are up, punch across, cross, cross, tap your toes. Now here's what's happening. You are bringing your fist out and pulling back. Pull back. Think about every time you're pulling back, your bicep has to contract to bring this back. Shoulders stay down, away from the ears. Let's do 4, 3, 2, last one, tap behind, tap right here. Add your triceps, push, bring it in. So everything we're doing today, we got a little cardio mixed in with the strength and a little strength mixed in with the cardio. All right, 4, 3, 2, last one right here. March it out, big breath in. All right, here, speaking of mixing cardio and strength, we are going to do some walking lunges. Here is where, if you are just getting started, you can use a chair, but I want you to watch right here. You're going to step forward, knee goes down. Here is the setup. This knee over the ankle, back knee is the driver. Hips are forward. Knees, toes are forward. All right, we're going to go forward, and back. Every time you're coming up, push through the heel. So heart rate should start getting up there because we're doing this quickly. Now, if you don't like this alternating, you can come one leg and tap here, and then when I say halfway, you can switch it out. So take a quick break. Check in. The heart rate should have had it up there. All right, here we go. First set. Alternating or doing one side. That back knee is the driver. Add that bicep curl right there so everybody has no weights. All right, we are halfway. So if you're doing one side at a time, you're switching it out. Few more seconds on that one side if that is what you're doing. We got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, last one, march it out. Knees up, arms up, push. So heart rate should have gone up there. Now, you can slow this down and do it half time if that feels better. And you can have a toe tap instead of lifting the knee. All right, got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. You got this. 3, 2, last set, right here. March it out. All right, we are gonna do some lateral squats. Looks like this. You step out, come down, come back in. Step out, come down. So again, cardio and strength combined. Here's what you're thinking about. You do not need to go as deep as I am, or you may need to go deeper, but wherever you are, hips are forward, knees are forward. We're gonna add on to add that cardio. Arms come up overhead or in front and back down. So just squatting down side to side. Every time you go down, your butt is going back behind you like you're sitting in a chair. Up overhead. Few more. So I'm blowing my air out right there as my arms go up overhead. I said just a few, didn't I? Here's our last set. All right, finish it out. March it out right here. We did front lunges. We gotta get those back lunges in. Looks like this. And again, you can hold on to the chair. As you step back, you're stepping back with your heel up, knee headed, this back knee headed down toward the floor, front knee over the ankle, and you're right here. So it's really similar to when we do our tap backs. The difference is you're coming down a little lower, so we are working our glutes. You also need a lot of core control. All right, we are gonna add on. Add that front raise. Do not need weights. And again, if you don't like that alternating, you can stay on one side. I'm gonna tell you, starting here, when we hit that halfway mark, if you need to switch sides. Keep breathing. I know heart rate goes up with this. Strength and cardio combined in one. All right, we're halfway there. So if you're alternating, you're still pushing. If you needed to switch sides, hopefully you did that. 4 more seconds. 2. Last one. Let's finish it out so we get that full set. March it out. Big breath in and release. 2 steps, heading to the left right here. 2, bring it back, grapevine. So step behind. You don't like that step behind? You are keeping it with that 2 steps. That's really what it is. Let's add on right here. If you need more, that knee comes up. And if you need even more, your arms are coming up and around. We got 4 more. 4, 3, 2. After this last one, we have hamstring curl right there. Hold it right here. You need more. Those arms are coming up overhead. Pull. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here's our last one. March it out. Take a big breath in and release. We are going to grab our band this time, or your towel, or if you don't want to use either of those tools, you are going to go through the range of motion. Keep your feet moving. If you're working with a band, you're going to bring the hands to the handles. You're going to have one hand out to one side, toes facing straight out that way, other toes facing here. We have done this before. We are working the upper part of the back and shoulder. This arm, the hand is down, either below the shoulder or in line. Get some tension and pull, driving your elbow behind. Now, if you got that band, keep going. If you don't, you can still really work on that focus, that range of motion, that execution, and think about really engaging right there. We're going to do our set. So if you have that band and you were going, take a little break and let's set it up. Then everybody go. We're going to do a set of 8, 7, 6. So drawing that hand across the chest and then driving the elbow back. I think it's 3 more. 2, and Last one. Let's bring that band in front, or just getting some tension. We're going to open up, open the chest, driving the elbows back and slightly down, forward, back and down. Every time you're opening up and driving your elbows back, you are blowing out your air. Let's do 3 more. 2, and here comes that last one. Let's roll the shoulders back and set it up for the other side. So this leg, the toes are facing out. This leg, the toes are facing out to the side. So set it up, hand in the handle, or setting up to get that tension and work on that range of motion. So get the feel of it, driving the elbow back and drawing the hand just across the chest. It's as much about range of motion as it is about the strength work. All right, make sure your knees are soft. Here's our set of 8. We have 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, here comes that last one, and release. We're going to take that band, get some tension. Again, you can use that towel or just have no band. That tension right here and push out to the side. A little bit of tricep, a little bit of outer part of the arms, and knees are soft. Pulse, 2, 3, release. Pulse, 2, 3, release. Couple more. Last one. Pulse, 2, 3, and bring it in. Roll the shoulders. Let's set that band aside. I'm actually done with the band, so mine's just completely going away. Let's grab some water, and we're going to grab our weights for just a little bit more weights before we come into some work standing at the chair. All right, toes are forward, knees are soft, pelvis is neutral. Shoulders come up, back, and down. We are going to come into a 90-degree angle, hold right here, and then open out and come back in. You can bring your elbows into your waist. Check in with your knees. Make sure that there's a little soft bend there. All right, let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bring it in. Bring those arms down. Shake it out. All right, we're going to bring the heart rate up just a little bit. One more time. Feet are out a little bit past the hips. The knees start out soft. Shoulders come up, back, down. We're going to come down into a squat and push up overhead. Down into a squat. Now you can take out any of these parts. You can take out the squat and just do overhead presses. You can take out the overhead presses and just do squats. But whatever you're doing, right here, we're going to do 6 more. There's 6, 5, 4, 3, just a couple more. Here comes our last one, right there. Let's keep it going up and down, just a little bit longer. Knees are soft. 4, 3, 2, last one right there. Bring the arms down, hinge forward. Arms come in front. Now here's what I want you to do. So watching from the side, my arms are down in front, my shoulders are rounded. Use the back muscles and pull back and flatten that back, and then draw up. So right here, this is our position. We're protecting the lower back by having this hinge. Couple more. Right here, bring it down and fly it open. You can do this with or without weights. Find a spot on the floor that you can look at that's down and slightly ahead. All right, let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, Last one right there. And bring it up, shake it out. One more thing with the weights. Checking to make sure you have those bent knees. We're gonna bring our palms up like we're doing, like if we're doing a pulsing bicep, except we're gonna hold here. Reach out and serve the platter and come back in. But here's the thing, as you serve that platter, don't come forward. Just bringing your arms out as far as you can while you are in control. You are going to need to engage your core to execute this movement. All right, let's just do a few more. 2 more. And coming up to that last one, bring it in, bring it down, and just take your wrists and roll forward and back with the weights or no weights. Check in with the knees, make sure that there's a little micro bend in the knee. And last one here, take your weights, let them roll down to the fingertips, get a little release through the biceps, shake out the knees, and blow your air out. All right, we are gonna set the weights aside now. Grab some water. And we're gonna come to the side of our chair. I'm going to do a little bit of glute work, standing up. So what I want you to do is either hold on to the chair, have your hand on a counter, a wall, a closed door, because that will help you target the muscle that we're working more. It's great to do balance work and standing on one leg and all of that, but that's not what we're doing here. So you're going to shift your weight into your leg that is closest to your chair or whatever you're holding on to. You have a soft knee in that standing leg that brings that outer leg up. Flex the foot. Now from the hip, internally rotate. So watch the upper part of my leg right here and rotating at the hip versus rotating in at the ankle. So if that internal rotation only brings your foot in a little bit, not a problem. I just want that best internal rotation from you. Now bring your hand right out here to your glute and lift and lower. And try not to lean in, just lift, lower. Standing up nice and tall. We're gonna pulse it out. Pulse, 2, 3. Bring it in. Feel that glute work and contract every time. Squeeze, 2, 3. Bring it in again. 3, 2, 1. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Single it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and here comes that last one. Come back to stable position. Shake everything out if you want. Join me in rotating at the hip. And reverse. Again, hold on to the chair. This one, however, if you want to do a little bit more balance challenge once we get set up, go ahead and do that release of the chair. I'll go through that as well. So shift your weight into that standing leg. Your knee is soft. Your shoulders are down. Hand on whatever you have stable. We're going to lift the leg up, hold, bring the leg out, lift it up just a little bit from the quad, bring it down, and bring it down. So that is the full movement. So it's up, lift, lift, down, down, lift it up, lift right there, a little bit higher, in and down. Now you can stay with holding on to the chair, or you can add a little bit of balance challenge. And every time you're moving that lever, that adds a little bit of challenge. All right, let's do one more. Up, out, lift, in and down, and shake it out. So hopefully what you're targeting is the front here of your quad. Let's do the other side. So remembering that internal rotation from the hip. So taking your hip joint, rotating inward. That's what I mean by that internal rotation. All right, you're gonna shift into your standing leg. Your knee is soft, holding on. This one I want you holding on. Flex this outer leg. Shoulders are down. internally rotate at the hip. So watch the upper part of my leg right here. I'm rotating in right here, and then hold it. Foot is flexed. Push the heel out and in. Actually put your hand on your glute so that you can feel your glute working. And check in with the shoulders. They stay away from the ears. All right, let's add that pulse. We go out, 2, 3, bring it in. Go again, out, 2, 3, bring it in. Keep holding on to that chair. Holding on to that chair lets you really target the muscles. I think we got one more. Then we single it out for a set of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, just a few more. Here comes that last one right there. Shake it out. I know that standing leg gets tired, especially since it just worked the other hip, so rotate through and reverse. All right, we're gonna do that move where we're working the quad, hand on the chair, knee is soft. And if you want, you can add that balance challenge, but first get the movement in. So you're lifting up through the quad, that knee comes up, come out, lift a little higher, and come down. So you can stay here, or you can add that balance challenge. One way to get there is come to fingertips, one finger, and release. So you find that right place for you to be. And you also, one last thing, you do not need to lift your leg as high as I am, or it's okay to lift it higher if that is what works for you. I think we got a couple more. And one last thing, if you are holding your breath, release it. Let's shake everything out and rock the hips side to side. Take one leg, bring it back or behind, and push your hip out. Come back up. Same thing, other side. You do not need to switch sides of the chair. Either back or behind, and push your hip out. And release that air. Let's take a breath in and release. Come on down to the chair. We're going to do seated ab work in the chair, which I love doing because when you have the stability of the chair, you also have the challenge of keeping your hips stable on the chair, and working at stabilizing your hips also really works your abs. All right, we're gonna bring our feet flat to the floor. I'm not all the way back in the chair. I'm not quite in the middle and almost to the front, but not all the way to the front. All right, feet are flat on the floor, knees are over the ankles. Fingertips up at the hairline and open the chest. Rock the shoulders down. Just start with a rotation, side to side. Here's where that hip stabilization comes in. Try to not let your knees come forward and back as you are doing this rotation, so everything comes from you working your waist. And one way to test that is go a little bit further than you feel like you can, and what will happen is one knee will come out. All right, we're going to come to one side and pulse it right here. Stabilize the hips, keep the knees in the same position. Don't let them come in, don't let them go forward and back. We got 4, 3, 2, last one, come back to the center, other side, pulse it here. 4, 3, 2, last one, and bring it in. Open everything up, bring the shoulders up, back, and down. So we got a little bit more with the core. Scooch forward a little further so that the top of your hamstring is at the edge of the chair. And we're going to do core and quad a little bit more. So we're going to rotate, lift the leg. So straight out, lift, rotate, other side, lift and rotate. Here's what I want you to think about is not leaning back as you are lifting, but sitting up tall and trying to make that engagement from the quad. Let's do one more set after this. Here's that last one, and bring it in. Arms are gonna come down. All right, last thing, you can stay facing forward. I'm gonna turn to the side. So I'm gonna come to the middle of the chair. My knees are bent, my heels are on the floor, toes facing up, and my legs are in hip distance, so my knees are in line with my hips. I'm going to bring my hands to my shoulders, or you can bring it to the chair. And I'm going to hinge back just a little bit, engage the core, squeeze the belly button, and sit back up. Come back, only going as far as you can until you feel that engagement, and sit back up, keeping your feet on the floor the whole time. Come back and come back up. All right, we're gonna add just a little more challenge. Come back and hold in that hinged position and pulse forward, engaging the abs. Hold that flat back. Everything is straight. We got 4, 3, 2, last 1. Bring it all the way up and release. Take a big breath in through the nose and blow out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Hold the arms up as you blow out through the mouth and grab like you're climbing up a rope. Stretching at the sides of the body. And release. We're going to take our legs and walk out wider using ankle mobility, opening up, and we're going to come to one side. So we got forearm to the thigh, other arm comes up and stretch it over. Roll forward a little bit, open up, roll forward, keep rolling forward and bring that arm down and let your arm just dangle in its socket. And reverse. Bring your arm out and lift up and come up tall and release. We're going to come to the other side. Forearm on the thigh. Bring your arm up and over, stretching out the side. Come forward. Come back to the side and return. One more time. Coming up and over. Stretch out the side. Roll forward, release the arm, and let your arm dangle in its socket. Let the shoulder release, and reverse. And then come back to the center, sitting up tall, walk the feet back in. We're going to come up to standing. So lifting up, push through the heels to come up to standing. Bring one foot forward, one foot back. Hips are facing forward, toes are facing forward. And hinge just slightly. Hands do not go to that knee joint. Lift the heel up and push down, pushing through all the way through the back of the heel, feeling that lengthening through the calf. Come up and down. Let's do this one more, but reach up overhead and come back down. Let's bring that back foot in just a little bit and hinge, bringing your toes up to the ceiling. Heel stays on the floor and hinge forward. Bring your head and neck in alignment. Drop those front toes down. Bring the back foot in to parallel. Come down a little bit. Roll the lower back, chin to the chest, and then roll everything up, back, and down. Other foot comes behind. Toes facing forward. Hips facing forward. Hinge. And feeling that stretch all the way to the back of the heel, to the edge of the heel that's behind. And come lift up that heel and come down. One more, lift up the heel. One more time. This time come up and bring the arms up and come back down. Bring that back foot in and then hinge back, bringing your weight into that back leg, toes to the ceiling, heels to the floor. Finding that spot to look at on the floor that keeps your head and neck in alignment. Then drop the front toes down, bring the back toes or back foot into parallel. Hands are on the thighs, away from the knees. Tuck the chin to the chest. Tuck the pelvis in, lengthening the lower back. And release. Couple more times, rolling the pelvis forward, lengthening the lower back. One more time. This time, roll in like you're a little ball, and then unfurl as you lift up to standing. Your head and neck will be the last thing to come up. And you should be in good posture position at this point. Knees are soft, toes are forward, pelvis is neutral. Bring your shoulders up, back, and around. And just keep rolling back through the shoulders. And take a breath in and open your heart to the sky. As you breathe out and come back to the center, hug the tree. Open up, heart to the sky. As you breathe out, come back and hug a tree. One more. Heart to the sky. As you breathe out and come back to the center, let your arms just float down and nod no. Bring your head and neck back to the center and nod yes. One more time. Let's grab some good energy in, take in a big breath in and push out. Good energy in, bring the hands up and open the chest and thank our bodies for what they have done for us today. I thank you for working out with me. My name is Maureen. This has been ForeverWell Combo, and I hope to see you again real soon. Have a great rest of your day.